Bible said he's a spirit. And the simplest way we can relate with him is with our spirit. We don't see him. We can't find him in the school. We can't find him in the market. We can't even find him in the church. But we can find him in our spirit by believing in him. And then he reveals himself to us by his spirit. And so for us to know very, very much and deeper concerning our life as humans created by God, not just to live for ourselves, but to live representing him on earth, we needed to know more about him. And then by knowing more about him, we will know more about ourselves. And many times it is called discovery of oneself. So I'm taking you on the topic spirituality. And then if I may rephrase it here, it means finding your inner strength. The you that only you can see. That you that only you can relate with. That you that except you bring it out, nobody knows it except you. And that is your spirit person. Your spirit person. So I want to talk about something that's really important to all of us, especially during these challenging teenage years. You can see what he was discussing, what Mr. Ezugu was discussing on the branding. You will see that most of these things first originate from the thoughts of man. And what is the control room of that thought is our mind. What is it that feeds information to that mind is our spirit. So the information comes from our spirit to our mind, and our mind processes it through our thought and releases it either by action or by words. Are you getting what I'm saying? So, and for us to be able to live our life in such a way that we don't do things we regret, we must know ourselves very well. And by knowing ourselves very well, we need to know the God that created us. Because he alone has the first-hand information about every one of us. You can see there are 5 persons born by the same woman through the same man, but they will always come out different. The other one will have bigger head. The other one will have shorter body. The other one will have bigger eyes. The other one will have, there will be differences in all of them. But of course, they are supposed to come out as one. Just like we see in some production, when you go to Coca-Cola, once you say 35 cl, you have everything 35 cl. When you go to 50 cl, you have everything 50 cl. You test the quality of the drink, they come out the same. If there's a different, then it is trashed as not the same. But then, this one comes out different. It means in destiny, we are not the same. Look at our destiny and everything. We are individually created to be ourselves. And the first person or the only person that knows about this ourselves, that most of the times even us don't know, is God. And he is the head of all spirits. Himself is the spirit that created spirit. So talking about spirituality, we can't take it away that we are discussing a little about God and more about ourselves. In that way, we can be able to function in the right path that we were created to function. Are you getting what I'm saying now? Yes. Okay. So, why is spirituality important? Why is it important? Or rather, let me start with what is spirituality. Spirituality is about connecting with something bigger than ourselves. It is about finding meaning, purpose, and direction in life. It is not just about religion, no. Like some people, when you talk about spirituality, they quickly take it to religion. No. If you are, just like you know, when somebody has some issue about planning, many times some persons go on a reflection leave. What do I call reflection leave? You can take 30 minutes leave from whatever you are doing. You sit quiet in a serene place, no noise, no disturbance, and you give yourself a recess from everything so that you can commune with your inner self and be able to think, to come up with some answers to the challenges you are facing. Are you getting it now? So it's not about religion. It's about discovering your real self to be able to function optimally as you are created to. Because the one that created you is a spirit, and you are representing him. Now, what is spirituality? Spirituality is about connecting something to something bigger than ourselves. It is about finding meaning, purpose, underline, direction, underline, direction in life. It is not just about religion. It is about cultivating a deeper sense of self, like I have explained. A deeper sense of self, because if you don't know yourself, like we will always hear some people say, you don't know yourself. In life, truly, there are some people who don't know themselves. They truly don't know themselves. That's why whenever you see them doing things, you see that there's a level of confusion in their actions. They will always, one of the things that is synonymous, that is regular with people like that, is that they will always blame another person for their failure. They will always apportion blame to another person for the mistake they made. So they don't really know who they are. But when spirituality will help you have a deeper sense of yourself and understand your place in the world. Just like we know, what do you think will make a person live his or her life and finish his time on earth without fulfilling dream, even though he or she may have all the opportunities? It is this problem of not having a deeper sense of self and understanding of one's place. You could see some people who are born in a rich family. They have the privilege to go to whatever kind of school they want to go in the world. They have access to every kind of privilege they can think about. But you see, some of them didn't go to school. They break out of school. They drop out. Before you know it, they live a wayward life. You see them, they have, at their mid-age in life, they have nothing to write home about. What is their problem? They don't know themselves. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yes. So for us to be able to assess these things, it has to do with us going down to ourselves, studying first of all who is the Spirit. The Bible told us that God is the Spirit. And when you know him, through him, you will know yourself. Why is spirituality important? Spirituality can help us navigate. Spirituality can help us navigate life's challenges. Just like I have said, sometimes somebody, I have a friend who told me that during their graduation in their university, in the university days, that it was a funny story. The school didn't realize that they were too much to be graduated until they have finished all their programs, did all their, defended all their papers, did their projects. And at the time for them to graduate, the school now told them that the number was too much, that they will have to do some slash, graduate some, and leave some, not graduate. This young man happened to be part of the ones they said they will leave to graduate next time. He went to him, he couldn't eat, he couldn't sleep. And what do you think he was doing? He was not crying, he was not shouting, he was not dancing. He was just sitting down and looking motionlessly, refusing to talk to anybody. At that moment, we call it sober what? Reflection. He is reflecting over everything that has happened from the first day he joined the school. How could these people have collected all my fees, made me to go through all everything, my exam, my years, my rain and sun, everything, only at the time for me to graduate, they are speaking this grammar. I cannot take it. That was the first decision. And that decision didn't come from his head. That decision came from his spirit. And that is why when you see people take this kind of decision, you can't stop them. Are you getting what I'm saying? When you see people take this kind of decision, you can't stop them. I can't take it. And he moved with that spirit, I can't take it. Went in search of help. By the grace of God, he stumbled. He found a law firm. He just see something legal practitioner. He went into the office, and he happened to be one of the big legal luminary in Nigeria that is fighting for human rights. And the moment he, as a little boy who was just coming from the school, narrated his story, as he was telling them in the reception, the boss, the main man came in and picked interest in what he was saying, carried him into his office, he narrated everything, he gave him book to write some things, the case was taken up from there. And before you know it, there was a court order stopping the graduation process. And the school, everything, finally, everybody was graduated. Have you seen it? But some of his mates just heard it and they say, these people don't come again. Hey, wow. Some quickly went back and started selling their pure water. Buy Coke, buy Coke, buy Coke. Some people went back and began to do. But this young man believed that there is an inner strength. If you remember my topic, finding your inner strength. Remember that? Finding your inner strength. This young man remembered that there is an inner strength. Survival is not just by what I can do with my hand and my legs, but there is an inner strength that can be explored. And that is what I call spirituality. And when he explored this inner strength, God helped him to see people who can reason with him and help him. At the end, he fought the cause and he won for everybody. So that is what we mean. Then spirituality can help us navigate life's challenges, build resilience. You can see this thing in that young man, resilience, and find peace among chaos. He found peace among chaos. He didn't go about crying, shouting, but he went home and sat down, and the solution to his problem came from within him. It can also help us develop empathy, compassion, and kindness towards others. This area is the area that will enable you know that what you are doing doesn't end here. Just like here that we are now. Hello, hello. I want you to listen carefully. Just like here we are now. Somebody can offend somebody being here now. Eh? But knowing fully well that we only have some few hours to be here and everybody goes away. So taking that to heart will be a waste of time. Eh? So that's where we draw some of these characteristics that we use to live in life. Somebody offended you, you didn't even take it to heart. You just ignore it. You just overlook it, and you go with your life. Because how long are we going to be here? Well, so many times we don't forgive people what they did to us because they deserve to be forgiven. But sometimes pursuing that thing is a waste of time. Are you getting it? Many times pursuing that thing will delay you, will waste your time. Rather, you concentrate that energy to do what is important. That is the benefits of, that is the importance of spirituality. When you have developed yourself spiritually, you exhibit this character, empathy, compassion, and kindness towards others. You are not doing it to benefit them. Just like you see people going about doing charity work. Have you ever seen things like that? People coming to share things to people they don't know. They are not doing it. In fact, in their hearts, they themselves are the first beneficiaries of what they are doing. Because whatever you do has a way, okay, it's a ripple effect. It has a way to return back to you. So, how do we cultivate spirituality? I hope you are following. I hope you are following. So on this, before we go to how you can cultivate spirituality, do you have any question? Yes? Do you have any question? Okay. How do you cultivate spirituality? Mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness and meditation. I have touched a little about it. When I said somebody giving himself a recess, there are some challenges you face. It's not for discussion. It's not time to look for somebody and begin to tell tales. It's not time to watch film. Many times you even, like me, when I'm faced with such, I switch off my phones. I go to a place where even my family members can't find me. Just that I will let them know that this is where I am. But in case they decide to look for me, they can't find me. Just like this place you are now. Eh? Just like this place you are now. It's only me and you that is here that know that we are here now. Are you focusing on, are you listening to what I'm saying? I hope you are listening to what I'm saying. Assuming your parents want to see you now, do you know how difficult it will be for them? Eh? You think it is easy for them to trace you now? Now, it's not easy. So, and that is one of the reasons we decided to be in such a place like this, where your mother can't just say, where is Chinasa? Where did you keep that cup in the morning? You are not available. You are just not available. So that's what this kind of place provides us with. There's some kind of thing you want to do in life, you need to separate yourself and be in a place where no disturbance, so that you can concentrate, so that you can do what I say in this number one of how to cultivate spirituality. He said, take time to quiet your mind and listen to your heart. Many times people quickly rush to prayer. That is why they pray and they don't receive an answer. Many times, that's why the Bible said that meditation is more important. As a Christian, meditation is more important than prayer. Are you getting what I'm saying? Meditation is more important than prayer. That is why the word of God told Joshua in Joshua chapter 1 verse 8, he said, this book of the law shall not depart out of the mouth. You shall read every day and meditate on it every day. He didn't talk about prayer. He didn't talk about every prayer. He said, read every day and meditate day and night. By so doing, you will become wise. And through this wisdom, you will become prosperous. He didn't mention prayer. But many times people rush to prayer. They talk. At the end of the day, they come out. Many religions in the world pray. But we don't see so much result as commensurate to the amount of prayer that we put in. It shows you that some prayers are not prayed rightly. But when somebody is able to excuse himself, give your mind a quietness and listen to your spirit. The very source. Remember what I told you about your spirit. Your spirit is the connector between the humanity and the divinity. It collects information from your creator and releases the information to your mind. And your mind processes the information through your thought, and then it becomes either action or word. Are you getting it now? So, number 2, nature connection. Spend time outdoor appreciating the beauty of nature. There are sometimes what you are actually going through is when people say they are bored. What that person is actually, how it always starts is stress. You know, somebody can be stressed out by sitting. Okay, just like when we came in here and the AC was too much for you and you just couldn't complain. You are worried already. And stress begins from worry. Small. You are worried. And that worry will not allow you to concentrate. By the time you are trying to struggle or battle between your worry and your concentration, a lot of things begins to trigger, and that will result in you being stressful. And then finally you are bored. And when this happens, one of the shortest way to treat it, that's why you see things like this. When you enter some places like this, you see things like this. What does this serve? Just the picture, variety of picture. There is something it does inside the human being. So you go to places like garden, you go to places like those, not really to relate to human being. You go to zoo, relate with animal, play with those inanimate things that God has created, so beautiful as they are, the environment, the cool breeze and everything. Many times, before you know if you recover even without taking drugs. Are you getting what I'm saying? Okay. So these are the ways we connect our spirit and be able to live our life to the full potential of who we are, having discovered them. Then number 3, self-reflection. Self-reflection. Regularly reflect on your values, goals, and relationships. Regularly reflect on your values, goals, and relationships. And what do I mean by this? Always have time to sit down and think about yourself. You can remember Jesus Christ at a time in the Bible, he called his apostles and began to ask them, who do men think that I am? Hello? Just like I told you, every spoken word or action started from your spirit to your mind to your thought, then they come out. So that moment he was asking them that question was not when that thing started. A lot of things has happened around that brought about that question in his spirit. And then he has carried it only he knows how long before it got to that point where he can ask them, who do men say that I am? And they said whatever they feel like. He now asked them, who do you say that I am? So And what will bring about such thing is self-reflection. When you regularly reflect on your values, goals, and relationships, this will help you. Like you have Proverbs chapter 1 verse 10. He said, if sinners entice you, do not consent. That will help you. When people talk around you things that does not agree with your value, you either tell them, please excuse me, or you leave them. When people call you to what is against your goal in life, you quickly know that these ones are not the same. They say birds of the same feather fly together. So this brings you to proper knowledge of who you are so that you can succeed. As you are now looking at me, all you young people, both online and on ground, you never know who you will be. You never know where you are going. Okay, before now, do you know you are going to be in a place like this today? Eh? Okay, I wouldn't know how, wherever you may have been in the past. But now, today, this one has become a history. You are here now. You don't know where else you are going tomorrow. And just, maybe you are a teenager today, you are growing. You don't know what tomorrow will bring. Some of you will end up becoming a governor tomorrow. Some of you will end up becoming a minister. Some of you will end up becoming wife of the president. Some of you will end up becoming whatever in future. And as you are now, you may not know it. But then, you will always know in your subconscious that you are not ordinary. Are you getting what I'm saying? There will always be this inner voice telling you that you are not ordinary. You are not ordinary. And that is what this place means. When you reflect on yourself, on your values, goals, and regularly, it will enhance your relationships. It will enable you know the kind of people you can relate with and the kind of people you should reject your relationship. I'll use a young girl in one of the schools around me, for example. She was having friends. She's this kind of person that it's easy to make friends. But then sometimes she began to realize that one of the girls that used to be her friend is beginning to behave wayward. And she called her one day in the presence of every other of her friends and told her that because of this that we are doing, you are no longer my friend from today. Do you know that very comment saved her expulsion from school? It came at a time that this girl committed something, and the school demanded for both her and all her friends. She called all her friends. But this young girl was exonerated. Why? Because there were witnesses who were present when she called this girl and said, because of this, your character, you are no longer my friend. And the moment she said it, and they called for witnesses who witnessed that she actually did, she was exonerated. But others were expelled from school. You can see that you knowing who you are by this inner self, inner voice that is always telling you you are not ordinary, you don't belong there. Others are doing it, but not for you. You can't do such thing. You are going somewhere, you are heading somewhere. These voices will speak from inside. They won't speak to this ear. They will speak to your spirit, to your heart, to your thoughts, and it will control your action. And that is your relationship. Are you getting what I'm saying? Eh? Then, 4, community. Surround yourself with people. Yeah, that is your relationship. This one is a follow-up to number 3. He said that relationship is this community. Surround yourself with people who support and uplift you. People who share the same kind of, people who find it easy to understand what you do, what you are saying. Not people who talk you down. Not people who discourage you. Not people who ask you, this your own self too much. Only you follow come. And only you, all the time you, all the time you. excuse yourself from people like that. Don't hate them all. Don't fight them. But always know the extent at which you can go with them. Are you getting what I'm saying? Are you getting what I'm saying? So in conclusion, to this very topic, highlighting again, let me highlight again the topic, finding your inner strength. Finding your inner strength. That is the topic we are looking at. It helps you to know who you really are. I am reflecting on what we have done as regards to the topic so that you will know and remember. Finding your inner strength. It helps you to realize, to discover who you really are, as to be able to function properly as you were created to. And to do that, hello, to do that, you need to connect with the one who made you. You see all these gadgets we are using here? We bought them from the market. But they were produced by a company when he was talking about branding. These things were produced by a company. And then there are so many companies that produce this kind of a thing. But the particular company that we bought has what you call the manual to the operation of these items inside the park. And before we started using these things, we did go through those manuals, study how to and how not to manage these things, use these things, or operate these things, so that we can't end up destroying them. And even so, we are human beings created by the Spirit, which is God. And as such, we are spirits from Him. Human being comprise spirit, soul, and body, like I've said. So our spirit connects us with Him. Through our spirit, we relate with Him to read our manual. Are you getting it now? Are you getting it now? So that is why we called it finding your inner strength. With this strength in you, there is no challenge that come to you that will overwhelm you. Are you getting me? There's no challenge that come to you that can overwhelm you. The moment you go into yourself, you will bring the answer. Let's take, for instance, the story of Daniel in the Bible, when the king of Babylon said, kill all the wise men, destroy all of them if they can't tell my dream. Can you remember what Daniel said? Daniel said, give me 3 days. I seen that. Give me 3 days. And within that 3 days, he didn't go to war. He did not go to farm. He didn't go to any place. He locked himself up inside his room and used his spirit, his inner self, to connect with his maker. And at the end of the day, the dream that another man had was revealed to him. So that's how strong we can be when we find our inner strength. In conclusion, remember, spirituality is a journey. It's not a 100-mile dot, a 100-meter dot. You say, I just start from here, I end it there. No. You start it and you continue to run, you never end until you end. It only has one end. And what do you think is that end? When you have gone back to the spirit that made you and you reunite with him, that will be the end of the journey. Not a destination, just like I've said. It's about being true to yourself, finding your inner strength, and living a life that is aligns with your values, with your values. Take time to explore. Are you getting it now? Just like many people, when they finish from secondary school, like I know most of your age mates have finished from secondary school, aspiring to enter the university. Once they finish from secondary school, you ask them, they say, I've finished. And then they back off from reading, no more studying, no. What I said here is take time to explore. And what is exploring? That is what you call during your study days, revision. To remind yourself about the things you already know. To reflect on those things you know already in order not to do what? To forget. Take time to explore, reflect, and grow spiritually. You are capable of amazing things. Clap for yourself. I hope you are following us well, those online. Those online. If you are following us, can you wave? Can you wave? Can you wave? Yes, God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Yes. You are capable of doing amazing things. This is my prophetic word to you. You are capable of doing amazing things. In fact, my position in life today, when I was like you, I only believed in myself. I believed in myself. This I can know, I can say. But for where I am today and where God has placed me today, I never knew I would get to this point in my life. But the grace of God has made it possible because I believed in myself. And if you see anybody that believes in himself, there is nothing he cannot achieve in life. He does not believe in impossibility. That is why I have in my life, this is my slogan. This is my personal slogan and made up. This is my slogan and my made up. That there is no I cannot do. There is no I do not know. There is no I do not have. These things no longer exist. They only exist with somebody who don't believe in himself. If you believe in yourself, there is nothing you cannot know if you wish to. If you believe in yourself, there is nothing you cannot do if you wish to. If you believe in yourself, there is nothing you cannot have if you wish to. It all boils down to what is your desire. So finding your inner strength will enable you achieve this amazing capability that is embedded in you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. If you have any question, within the next few minutes, and in absence of that, I say thank you and God bless you.